and I cannot stop repeating to myself, why am I doing it? Why I hate my body? Even if I know what's good for my body and what's not good for my body. So why I'm doing the things which I know are killing my body slowly. Hey, welcome to Journey to Freedom's channel. My name is Armin and I'm inspiring people by sharing my own journey of becoming the best possible version of myself and creating the life I have been dreaming of. In Life Unfiltered series, I'm sharing my journey in its unpolished form without making things look better as they are and without hiding any secrets from you. And in this episode of Life Unfiltered, I'm sharing how I'm falling off every single week from the ideal plan which I have for myself and what I have finally decided to do to get out of this situation. Most of us are struggling to keep the promises which we have made to ourselves. Is it building new habit, or maybe we want to get rid of an old habit which we know is not good for us. And no matter how much we try to convince ourselves to make the change which we know can benefit us a lot, but still we cannot pull it through. Maybe for a day, maybe for a week we can stick to the plan, but then we start to find all sort of excuses why we shouldn't continue, and it gets harder and harder to stick to that plan, and eventually we will fall back to where we started. Later in this video I will explain why it is happening, why we cannot make any change in our daily routine, even if we know that it can benefit us and it can improve our life quality a lot, but still we are failing to make that change. But first I will share my own struggle or change which I would like to add to my daily routine, but I'm having hard time to achieve. And there are three main things which I would like to change in my life. The first thing is my eating habit, which I know is killing my body the most. I'm trying to follow an intermittent fasting, which is a sort of daily eating routine where you are allowed to eat in a certain time window and you are not allowed to eat on another time window. And the regular schedule for intermittent fasting is that there is a 8-hour window when you can eat, and you can eat as much as you would usually eat, so you can consume the same amount of calories which you would usually consume. But during the rest of the day, during that 16 hours window, you cannot eat anything, you cannot consume any calories at all. And in addition to that intermittent fasting, I also try to eat as healthy as possible without breaking my budget, and that includes no processed foods, no sugar and no white wheat. And the first 4 days of the week I can stick to the plan quite easily, but when the weekend arrives everything falls apart, especially when kids are at my place. Then the first thing, intermittent fasting schedule flies out from the window, because we like to make movie nights with my kids where we watch movies. And I'm eating much later than I would eat when I would follow the intermittent fasting plan. So usually if I follow the plan, the latest meal what I have is before 5 p.m. But on weekends, sometimes I'm even eating after 10 p.m. But this is not the biggest problem actually, because if I'm eating later during the night or during the evening, I can still push my breakfast, for example, a little bit further to the day, so I can still get that 16-hour time window where I cannot eat. But when my kids are here, I cannot do it much, because they will wake up and we have a breakfast together. I can maybe move it a couple of hours. But if my kids are not in my place, I can still stick to that routine of intermittent fasting. But the biggest problem is that with intermittent fasting, also healthy foods are flying out from the window too. For example, we are eating ice cream almost every weekend when my kids are here, and sometimes when we watch movies, I'm also buying cookies from the store, and this is where the biggest problem lies, because those cookies are quite cheap, and also they are selling those cookies by weight, so you can choose yourself how many cookies you would put to your bag. And usually I'm purchasing a quite big portion of those cookies. And when we watch movies, even if I know that those cookies are not good for my health and my body, I'm still eating them, and I'm just taking another one and another one and another one, because they taste just so good. And even if I know that I feel terrible afterwards, I just cannot stop before everything is already gone. So there are no more cookies anymore. And later on I feel quite terrible. My stomach is heavy, and sometimes it is even painful. And it doesn't even matter, let's say, for example, if we have healthy snacks during the movie night, for example, carrots and cauliflower, I still cannot stop eating until everything is gone. So I cannot stop until there's something left on the table to eat, and I cannot just help it. So this is my biggest struggle at the moment, and it has been my nemesis for quite a long time already. I just love sweets, and I cannot stop eating until everything is gone, so until I have eaten everything. And for example, in parties where they serve some cake or something similar, I just take piece after piece after piece until I cannot fit anything in me anymore. And of course, I feel terrible afterwards. Because I have a very good metabolism, I can eat whatever I want and as much as I want without gaining any weight. And because of that, my metabolism is my blessing, but at the same time, it is also my curse. I can eat whatever I want and how much I want without gaining any weight, so everything is turned into energy or going out the same as it goes in. And because of that, there is no need for me to stick to any diet or restrict my food intake. And even if I know that some foods are not good for me and even harmful and killing my body, but because I'm not seeing the benefit immediately, it's so easy to fall off from the plan to have a healthy lifestyle, and I'm falling back to my previous habits. If I would gain weight immediately after eating too much, I know that I cannot eat certain foods, and also I cannot eat too much. But as I'm not seeing any change at the moment, I only know that there is a benefit somewhere in the future. It's not enough. It's not big enough motivation for me to stick to that healthy lifestyle. So this is the biggest struggle I have at the moment, and I cannot stop repeating to myself, why am I doing it? Why I hate my body? Even if I know what's good for my body and what's not good for my body. So why I'm doing the things which I know are killing my body slowly. Most of my friends, they think that I'm eating very healthy and I'm having probably one of the healthiest lifestyles. But as you can see, we all have our dark side. And this is also one of the reasons why I created this video series, Life Unfiltered, to show you that nothing is as it seems to the outside viewer. We all have our hidden secrets, which we are struggling with, what we are struggling every single day. But enough of that. The second thing which I would like to change, and I know it has tremendous health benefits, is a cold shower in the morning. And I'm actually getting a little bit better with it, because I'm doing it 5 days a week and taking a break only on weekends. But I would like to make it a daily habit, no matter the time and no matter the place. And the third one is daily exercise. I know how much it can, no matter how big it is or how small it is, I know how much it can boost the immune system, and also how many benefits it is having on health overall, I'm still struggling to stick with the plan. So why we cannot get those things done even if we know how beneficial they can be? And the answer to that question is quite easy or quite simple. It is because our mind is built that way. Our mind is built for us to survive and to survive on this moment. So our mind doesn't know the difference between the past, between the present, and between the future. So it cannot grasp the idea of getting some benefit somewhere in the future. It only knows what is happening in this moment right now. And if you are doing something which is uncomfortable or, let's say, hurting the body, it immediately labels it as stay away because it is dangerous. I think many of us or many of you have experienced this kind of situation. Let's say when you try to build some daily exercise habit, or you try to start working out, and after a couple of days you start to feel weird pains in your body. And I'm not meaning the pain which comes from the exercise, the muscle pain. I'm sort of meaning like you start to have minor headache, or maybe your shoulder starts to hurt, or your knee starts to hurt for no reason. And this is the response of your body because you want to make some change, and because you are like hurting your body in that moment. I like to bring up this example whenever I'm having this kind of conversation, that humans are only species on planet who want to push themselves out from the comfort zone to gain some benefit in the future. So no wonder that we have hard time to make any change in our life, because nature has actually built us this way. And there is a thing called homeostasis, which is like a thermostat of your body. And with the thermostat, you set it on a certain degree or certain temperature, and whenever the temperature in the room rises or goes lower from that point, thermostat will try to balance it out, and if the temperature is lower, it will try to increase it, so it will be exactly to the point on the point you set it on. And homeostasis of your body is working similarly. It monitors vital functions of your body and tries to keep them in so-called safe zone. And those functions, for example, are your blood pressure, the pH balance of your blood, body temperature, and so on. But it also monitors your daily habits and behaviors. So whenever you try to make some change in your daily routine, your homeostasis tries to bring you back to the previous state. But the good thing with homeostasis is that, like with thermostat, it is manually adjustable. So whenever you do something long enough, you will start to change this set point. You start to change the comfort zone. So when you do something enough, let's say your current set point is here, your current comfort zone is here, but you do something here. So if you do it enough time, your comfort zone will start to switch towards your new set point. And when you do it enough, your new set point will be here. And what's funny about this homeostasis is, let's say if you have practiced or if you have done already some exercise or something quite long time, and then you take a break for a week or two, you start to feel restless and anxious, because for homeostasis, working out, for example, 4 or 5 days a week is already normal. And when you change it, so you have been working out 4 or 5 days a week, then you take a break, your homeostasis tries to bring you back to that working out 4 or 5 days a week. So it works actually like opposite. When you try to build a habit of working out, it will try to bring you back, but when you already have changed your comfort zone, it also tries to bring you back to that comfort zone. So this is the good side of homeostasis. Do something enough of times and you will start to change your comfort zone. and your aim is to just stick to the plan until you have changed that comfort zone. And my aim is the same, to get out of this situation where I'm at the moment. And for that I'm going to create another challenge, and this challenge is called building new habits. In my next video I will explain what this challenge will be exactly and what I'm going to do. And if you are struggling yourself to change something in your life and you cannot get out of this endless cycle of starting and failing and starting and failing again, you are more than welcome to join me in this challenge. Or maybe you can even create your own challenge in Journey to Freedom forum, and I'm helping you to the best of my abilities so you could come out as a winner at the end. So whenever you want to make some change in your life and you cannot do it, you are welcome to join Journey to Freedom forum and create like public challenge there, because if you do something publicly, it motivates you more to stick to the plan, and it's not so easy to quit that challenge. So that's it for this video. I hope you got some value out of this video, and if you did, hit that like button, and also feel free to share it with anyone you think this video can benefit. And if you haven't subscribed yet, you are always welcome to subscribe to my channel, and if you subscribe, also hit that bell icon too next to that subscribe button, because only then you will be notified whenever I'm uploading new video to YouTube. So thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Take care, peace and much love to you all. Bye bye.